And what's good, everybody? Glad to have you guys back at the stream once again today on Saturday afternoon. Hope all is going well out there for everybody, and happy Saturday. This is a huge matchup. College basketball going down, number 11 ranked Arizona Wildcats, undefeated, 8-0 in the season. They're 1-0 on the road. They're taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini today. Illinois, the home team, 7-2 record, 5-0 on their home court. Illinois looking to get back into the top 25. They're ranked right now, receiving 71 votes at number 28 in the AP for Illinois. And Arizona trying to prove that they are for real for this team. The number one scoring team in all college basketball, averaging 91.6 points per game. Number one in assists per game, number two in rebounds per game as well as defensive rebounds, and number 7 in free throw attempts. This should be a great matchup between these two teams going on here this afternoon. Arizona primarily, they're a sophomore-led team. A lot of these players on the rise with some top 100 recruits. Benedict Mathurin, the top scorer, scoring around 17 points per game and 6.6 rebounds per game. He has been fantastic this season for Arizona. Azulis Subelis, he's from Lithuania, scoring just under 16 per game and 6.5 rebounds per game. And then Kristen Koloko, the big man, 7-1. That's going to be a fantastic matchup to look out for in this one. Koloko going up against Kofi Coburn, third in the nation in scoring. What's good? Ian on the stream. Welcome in, man. Hope all is going well. Glad to have you back in Vegas right now. This should be a tremendous matchup. Arizona, Illinois. And Illinois, after losing 2 games to start off the season, they've been dealing with quite a bit of injuries back in November. The big question mark has been point guard play, replacing Ayo Dosunmu. They're starting to get a hold of that, though, last few games with a couple big point totals by other players stepping up. It's just not only Kofi Coburn. Alfonso Plummer, transfer from Utah, he's really been shining lately, and Jacob Granderson as well has come through for Illinois. Had a game-high 21 points in the last victory on Monday at Iowa. Illinois has 2 losses, one on the road at Marquette. The other loss was on neutral court by 20 against Cincinnati. But this team is dangerous if the pieces start to come along for Illinois, which it does figure to take some time because replacing Ayo Dosunmu, that is a tough task to do. This is going to be hopefully a great one for today. We'll tip off in about 5 minutes from now. Connor, welcome in. I heard Missouri just getting destroyed against Kansas. Oh man, 86-47 is the score. Wow, Washington State looks like, I think once they're going to end regulation, it says zeros on the clock, end of second. Once that goes final, looks like Washington State, unless they're reviewing something, has lost against South Dakota State. South Dakota State came into today with most made threes in all college basketball this season. Illinois 5-1 with Kofi Coburn in the lineup. They got themselves a 5-game winning streak with Coburn. Primarily, it's upperclassmen, the main players for Illinois. Coburn is a junior, 7-footer. And then he'll be taking on Kristen Koloko, who is 7'1" for Arizona. And Koloko is a junior as well. And both players are international. Coburn is from Jamaica. Koloko is from Cameroon. And then Alfonso Plummer, senior transfer from Utah. Trent Frazier, Jacob Granderson, both seniors as well. Wow. Thanks so much for the update there, Ian. So 77-74, South Dakota State hits the game winner. Man, that's crushing right there. That Washington State lost that game. Yeah, they gave it all they got against USC a couple nights ago. I thought that Washington State could be a sleeper team in the conference. South Dakota State, they might be they might be one of those teams that might do damage or so in the tournament. It's been quite odd what's going on this season. A few weeks ago with South Dakota State, I looked at their resume. They had lost against Washington. Washington hasn't been playing games lately. They had a forfeited game last week against UCLA. They didn't have enough players to play the game. UCLA Marquette. That game was supposed to be the earlier game. That got postponed. UCLA's flight got delayed heading into Marquette. So we're going to tip off, I believe, in about 2-3 minutes from now. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much for joining, being a part here today on the channel. Really good matchup going on here. Arizona, primarily led by sophomores. Benedict Mathurin, Azuolas Tubelis, Kerr Kriisa, 3 key sophomores. Dalen Terry as well. So they got 4 starters that's sophomores and then 1 junior with Koloko. Chris, best of luck in the game tonight, man. 1 hour and 40 minutes till he's going to go to the game. Best of luck there tonight. Big matchup for Xavier against Cincinnati. Big East has been so impressive. Georgetown got a victory over Syracuse. Syracuse is in a lot of bubble trouble right now. Basically the whole ACC. Majority of it. Louisville lost against DePaul yesterday. Creighton beat BYU. BYU is out of the top 25. And Creighton was supposed to be in a rebuilding type of season this year. There was a college basketball game that went into 4 overtimes today. It was a mid-major game. Eastern Michigan beat Florida International in 4 overtimes, 92-88. Probably going to see a lot of scoring going on in this matchup. Arizona, the number 1 offense in all college basketball, putting up over 91 points per game. And they have scored the last 3 straight games in a row. Arizona has scored at least 90 points. 105-59, they won against Sacramento State. Their only road victory came at Oregon State last Sunday. 90-65 was the victory. And then they beat Wyoming, who came into that matchup undefeated. And Arizona last game won on Wednesday over Wyoming 94-65. Illinois has won their last 5 straight games in a row after a 2-2 start, as they have started to get healthy back on their home court for Illinois, as they're coming off 3 straight power conference victories against Notre Dame in the Big Ten ACC Classic. And then last 2 victories were conference victories, crushing Rutgers at home 86-51, and they won at Iowa 87-83. Oh yeah, definitely, man. Big East needs the love for sure. So many upsets that's happening, and a lot of Big East teams have been a part of that. Like bottom of the barrel teams, which they've been able to get victories against ACC teams. Luke, welcome in. I'll see if I can get that for you guys. Cincinnati and Xavier. So many games I'll have to go through and see what we got. Starting 5 tonight looks like this. Benedict Mathurin, Dalen Terry, Kerr Kriisa, Azuolas Tubelis, Christian Koloko for Arizona, Trent Frazier, Alfonso Plummer, DeMonte Williams, Coleman Hawkins, and Kofi Coburn, the starting 5 for Illinois. Paul, what's good? Welcome in. This will be... So I'll be covering 2 games tonight, hopefully. We're supposed to get some storms up here, but I plan on, after this, later tonight, it's going to be Golden State against Philadelphia for NBA. And Steph Curry, 10 threes away from breaking the record. Illinois white uniforms on their home court. State Farm Center, as they go left to right in the court. Kofi Coburn, Christian Koloko goes up for the tip, and Arizona controls the tip. Right to left, Arizona goes dark blue uniforms, red letters, red numbers for Arizona as we are underway here in Illinois. Dribble handoff, ball into the hands to Dalen Terry, moves it back outside to the left wing perimeter. Tubelis dribbles up to the free throw circle, backs his way, and Hawkins inside the paint, backs his way and goes, as that's through, up and in off the window for 2. Number 1 scoring team, first in the board for the Wildcats in their first possession. Illinois now has the ball first time tonight. Hawkins towards his left around the perimeter, hands it off to Plummer, takes the wide open 3 straight away, hits it. That's good by Alfonso Plummer. Transfer from Utah. He is coming on strong lately. Second possession of the game for Arizona. They move it over to the top. It's Dalen Terry who slides that pass over to Kriisa. Kriisa lost his footing, lost the handle. Ball gets stolen away by Hawkins. 3-on-1 fast break with numbers. Illinois dribbles back out. 3-point shot taken by Plummer. Missed off the mark, no good. Soars up. Defensive rebound picked up by Tubelis. This time Arizona will slow it down. And they get called for the offensive foul, pushing off inside. It is a charge taken by Plummer and an offensive foul credited to Tubelis. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. That's right, Army-Navy taking place right now. It's actually Dalen Terry, the one who leaned in with the shoulder. So Dalen Terry, the one who gets called for the offensive foul. Line tonight, it's Xavier, who's a 6.5-point favorite. They've been crushing a lot of their opponents at home, besides that season opening game. On the far side off the dribble, Arizona reaches in, and that's foul number 2. Yeah, so what I got here by ESPN, it's last check, Xavier 6.5-point favorites. $18:41 left to go in the first half. Inbound for Illinois all the way back in their backcourt. Trent Frazier takes up the court. Hands it off to Hawkins towards his left around the perimeter. Hawkins passes over to the left wing and he turns it over. Travel by Hawkins on the outside. It will go back to Arizona. Great game between these two teams for this matchup. What's good, my man John, in from Off the Wall Hockey. Glad to have you in the stream here, brother. If you guys like the NHL, check him out. Has awesome play-by-play content. Make sure to check out my man Off the Wall Hockey. Glad to have you back in. Arizona ranked at number 11 under a new head coach, the former assistant coach of Gonzaga, Tommy Lloyd, for 20 seasons for the Zags as the new head coach in his first season. Missed 3 by Arizona, the number 1 scoring team nationally. They'll take another 3. Mathurin knocks it through right down the pipe for the top scorer for the Wildcats. Benedict Mathurin puts up Arizona 5-3. 2 minutes into the game, Illinois has possession. Frazier passes back outside to Hawkins. Hawkins moves it over to the left wing. It's DeMonte Williams. Slides it out top of the key Plummer. Towards his right, he dribbles. Watch out for that roll down by Coburn. Tries to get the ball in the traffic. They do. Inside to the big fella. Kicks it back out right corner. They move it off to Hawkins around the perimeter. 5 in the shot clock. Hawkins got to do something here. 2 in the shot clock. Drives inside. Lost the handle. And he gets rejected right at the shot clock expiration. And that will be a turnover by Illinois. They had opportunities, but Arizona, with their size in this matchup, they might take away Kofi Coburn in this game. They got a big inside, and that is 7'1" Christian Koloko from Cameroon. And Kofi Coburn, number 3 scorer in college hoops, 7-footer for Coburn. Just teared up the competition. Huge block by Coburn from behind defending Koloko. Goes out of bounds and it will stay. Wildcats ball. What's good, Shernard? Welcome to the stream, man. Glad to have you guys back on the channel. This is a tremendous matchup here. Illinois is in their home court. Arizona, we'll see if this team is for real. They're undefeated, 8-0. They're one of very few teams that's undefeated currently. Arkansas just lost today. They got crushed against Oklahoma. And a foul picked up, reaching in by Hawkins. Got a couple substitutes checking into the game. Looks like Coleman Hawkins, number 33, checks out. It'll be Jacob Grandison who comes in his spot. He's been terrific this season. Left wing 3, tough one, splash, that's good for Arizona. Illinois needs to see if they can get something here. 17:05 left to go in the first half. They move it out to the left wing. It's DeMonte Williams. Pass, deflected, intercepted, and taking it the distance for the right-handed throwdown. That is number 3, Pelle Larsson off the bench from Sweden. What a start by the Wildcats. 8-zip run last minute and 20. They can score points in bunches. JD on the stream, welcome on in. Bounce pass inside to give Coburn a touch. He'll put one up, no good off the glass. Defensive rebound ripped away by the Wildcats. And bodies on the ground. It's going to be tie-up, forced tie-up, and the clock will stop. They're making this tough for Coburn. And not many teams can do that because of the size. But Christian Koloko at 7'1", this is a tough matchup for Coburn, and they need their guards to start putting up points instead. Here's Coburn with an offensive putback off the inbound, and he scores. That's one they desperately needed for Illinois. Arizona at the left corner. They move it over to Tubelis towards his right around the perimeter. Tubelis hands it off. Top of the key. Pass off the roll down. Shovel pass over to Coloco. Throws it down with a two-handed jam. Illinois has it on the outside. DeMonte Williams. Passes Coburn. Kick out. Right corner perimeter. Plummer. Dribbles up. Takes the deep jumper. Connects. That's a three. Oh, yeah. You know that game tonight's going to be a war there. Cincinnati and Xavier. Yeah, I've got Xavier in that one today. It's quite odd. Cincinnati had won against Illinois by 20. That was on neutral court. So 12-8 the score. We got it as we're going to take a timeout from action. Alfonso Plummer just drilled a three. Got over 25 in the chat. If you guys are doing the stream, make sure to hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. And glad to have you guys be a part here on the channel tonight. Been a really good game. A lot of great college basketball action this season. It's crazy. All the upsets we've had. Man, it's going to be a March Madness tournament to remember with all the players coming back for an extra season of eligibility. All the upsets we've had. And, man, if we had quite some upsets today, one thing for sure. Creighton won over BYU 83-71. Strong showing in general by the Big East throughout this entire course of the season. Georgetown took down Syracuse today 79-75. The ACC going to be lucky if they get 5 bids by this rate. Louisville lost against DePaul yesterday. Syracuse has been struggling. Virginia's really been struggling. And one of the better teams in the ACC happens to be at this time Wake Forest, and that says something. Duke, UNC, and then after that it's a lot of question marks. Who's going to come out of the ACC? Other than that, going to need a lot of teams to see if they can step it up in the non-conference league because it looks like really small for the bids compared to usual. Right now, Boston College struggling against St. Louis. That's not really one to basically pinpoint or so because BC got swept by URI this season. Wow, Kansas crushing Missouri. And we see it as well. These Big 12 teams, these Big 12 teams here have been just doing a number on their opponents. Texas Tech won against Tennessee this week. That was a big just gritty type of game that both teams could not hit a shot. And Iowa State just hammered Iowa. Yeah, UConn's been doing really well this season. UConn's playing a game against St. Bonaventure. UConn trailing 39-36. St. Bonaventure's really good. They got 5 seniors in the starting 5. Goody, what's good? Welcome in. I will go your Hokies tomorrow in that one. Though, wouldn't shock me if Dayton does pull off the upset there, like they did against Kansas. Dayton has been all over the place. I don't know if it was just that one week that they were good, but they just lost their last game for Dayton after being like a heavy favorite. Like, I can't get a read into that team at all. They're going like a roller coaster all throughout the season. They lost against SMU after winning against Kansas, and then they beat Belmont, and then they had 2 easy opponents, Alabama State, Northern Illinois, and then they lost at SMU. Yeah, so UConn right now, I think they have 2 losses. They lost earlier this week against West Virginia. It was at West Virginia, and they were without their top 2 scorers. And then they had lost one of their games that they had back near Thanksgiving that they played. They had that ridiculous game that went into double overtime that went well past 100 against Auburn. So back to action, 12-8 the score. $15.5 left to go in the first half. Deep jumper by Tubelis off the mark, no good. Tip to the corner and tapped to the bounds. Last by Illinois. Yeah, so UConn's 8-2. And St. Bonaventure's 8-1. St. Bonaventure got knocked out of the top 25. Not this past week, but the week prior to that, because they lost against Northern Iowa. It was Michigan State, the other loss. They lost by 4 against Michigan State. Inside, off the glass, no good by Coloco. Tough defense by Coburn. And Illinois comes away with a defensive board. Pump fake. Dribbles at the deep left baseline. Bounce pass inside to Coburn. He's able to snag it. Get position, put up a hook in the key, but he missed it. Had a good opportunity to cash it in, though, for those 2 points. Arizona has it around the perimeter. Mathurin floats it up. Way too tall, but it goes to the corner, and the ball gets saved by Tubelis. Inside the key, sneaks his way underneath off the back rim, missed no good by Pell Larson, and Coburn picks up the defensive rebound. Under 15 minutes left to go in the first half. Arizona's offense started to pull out, but Illinois yet to respond with any big buckets lately. Coleman Hawkins with the ball, passes out to the top of the key to Grandison. Grandison dribbles up, floats one off the mark, no good. Coburn tried to get the tip in, gets his own rebound back. He's swarmed by 4 defenders. And a tie-up. Arizona with their defense coming in, forcing a tie-up on Coburn after his second offensive rebound. He's like an absolute monster in the court, though. Coloco's right with him. Because Coloco's actually an inch taller at 7'1". But usually when you see Coburn on the court, like all the time, you just see him compared to the rest of the teams, and you're like, oh man, this is a mismatch. The last game I covered against Notre Dame, he was just all over the court, just crushing the Fighting Irish. Possession arrow went to Arizona. Wildcats have the ball, pass too tall, out of bounds. Looking for Tubelis inside, they couldn't get to it though. So both of these teams on a scoring drought last few minutes. So we have 14-12 left to go in the first half. They keep on going to Coburn. If Illinois tries to mix it up, an opportunity that could be awaiting is if they put the ball into the hands of a player like Plummer. They move out to the left corner. They had an open look for a second. Dribble, kick out to the top. Hawkins slides it over left wing to Grandison. Takes a 3, hits it. That's good, and exactly that's what they needed to do to get back winning one. Arizona up 12-11. Illinois now looking to get some work inside and take it outside around the three-point arc. As the Wildcats draw the foul, the clock will stop. And that actually counted. I thought that was before the shot, but they gave it to Agilis Tubelis. They will count it. And the free throw is good. 15-11. That was nasty. Spin move of the free throw circle. And they counted the Illinois foul while Tubelis was in his shooting motion. So Coleman Hawkins checks out of the game. He's on the bench. Oh, sorry to hear that there. Yeah, I heard that went into 4 overtimes today. Florida International and Eastern Michigan. That was a crazy game, I heard. Illinois has the round the perimeter. Plummer turns the corner, drives down the lane inside, puts it up and in. That's good. High arcing shot as he gets it to go off the glass. Arizona has possession. Mathurin moves it outside to the right wing. Handoff around the perimeter. It is number 5, Justin Kier, who passes out to the right baseline. Jumper off the turnaround, missed no good by Arizona, able to get a second chance out of it, and the strength there for 2. Agilis Tubelis looking strong as he's able to put it back. He's up to 7. Under 13 minutes left to go in the first half. Illinois has the possession. He moves it out to the left wing. Demonte Williams passes over to the top. Jab step 3. Takes it. No good. Missed by Frazier. Tip to the perimeter. Offensive rebound kept alive by Plummer. Over to Frazier. Lost the handle. Arizona has numbers. 3-on-2 now for the Wildcats. They lob it up over the top. Missed the alley-oop opportunity to get it back, though, and score underneath. And once again, it's Tubelis. He gets the putback, and Arizona extends it to a 6-point lead. 7 offensive rebounds so far for the Wildcats. Illinois has it the left corner. Grandison dribbles left baseline. Swings it out to around the perimeter to Plummer. Plummer driving. Gets it to go. Good. Count it. And 1. Alfonso Plummer, transfer from Utah. And he has been a tremendous bright spot this season for the Fighting Illini. Maliko, what's good? Welcome back in the stream. This has been a tremendous game so far, everybody. 19-15. .12:09 left to go in the first half. Alfonso Plummer will shoot 1 coming up at the free throw line, and he is perfect this season. 28 for 28. And that is good. That almost jinxed him. That rattled in. That looked like when he shot that free throw, it looked flat, and it looked like it was going to go off the back rim, but didn't. Wildcats with the possession, 3-point game. Bounce past the left baseline. It's Omer Ballo. Transfer from Gonzaga. Ballo stripped to the ball, goes out of bounds. And we will get sent to a media timeout. 19-16 as we head to the media timeout. Omer Ballo into the game for the first time today. He is one of the transfer products from Gonzaga coming over with new head coach Tommy Lloyd. Tommy Lloyd, assistant coach of Gonzaga for 20 seasons. My favorite college team is Providence. Yeah, things looking pretty good this season for PC. I just wish these mid-major teams that they're playing against, if they can crush them by 30 plus points, because that's the big concern, because the Big East this season has looked really special. Everybody in the Big East. Usually DePaul has been the laughingstock of the Big East. No longer. The Big East in general has just been just terrific this season. There's nobody that's a bad team in the Big East. Georgetown won today. They beat Syracuse. And then DePaul won against Louisville yesterday. And Creighton won their game against BYU, who is ranked in the top 25. And those 3 teams in general, DePaul, Georgetown, and Creighton, were supposed to be at the very bottom of the Big East. Creighton lost a ton of seniors last year. And Butler was without their top 2 players. So Butler was without their top 2 players, and they beat Oklahoma. And then Oklahoma went on a massive run and crushed Arkansas today. I'm actually not anti-UConn. I actually like UConn too. Yeah, I'm a big Big East fan in general. I'm close to Providence, but I would love to go to a game someday at UConn. It's and I'm a fan of URI as well, so I know those teams are rivals. I'm actually from Massachusetts, but there's not really any good teams from Mass, and I'm closer to Providence, and yeah, it's not really. I don't do much rooting for BC. As far as the basketball team hasn't been good in years. It's just been really sad. They could have something if they, or actually they did fire their head coach from last year. They did beat Notre Dame, but that says more so about the head coach in Notre Dame, that he has 7 seniors, and they lost by 16 against BC. Yeah, where my girlfriend's from, she went to BU, but they're not really known as like a basketball school. They're more like a hockey school. And then Harvard usually competes for like the Ivy League championship. It's usually between Harvard or Yale, like every season. What's good, Charlie? Welcome to stream, man. Yeah, I do a little bit of mix of both. I've been doing like, I think like a lot more recently. I've been doing some more NBA because I had that sponsorship back in November, which was like geared towards the NBA streams, and then I've done college a little bit, but it's been like a lot of days where like the matchups have been like more tougher. Like today they get some really good matchups. So we get back to action. 19-16 the score. Arizona has the possession. They have it at the top of the key with Ballo. He hands it off. Jumper. Mid-range off the mark. No good. Offensive rebound pulled down by Dalen Terry to keep it alive. Over to Kyer. Kyer inside the post. Turn around. Gets some space. Couldn't hit it though. And the rebound back to Coburn. Kofi Coburn back into the game. As he picks up rebound to number 3. He's only got 2 points so far for Coburn. He sets the pick. Around the perimeter, DeMonte Williams at the top of the key. Passes off to Grandison. Grandison feeds it over to Coburn. Back out to Grandison. Grandison, right baseline dribble. He's double team over to Coburn. Takes the jumper. Hits it. The big fella connects. Kofi Coburn with a deep 2J. 11 minutes left to go in the first half. Arizona has the ball. Justin Kyer moves it out to the left wing. Open 3. Mathurin lets it rain and delivers. What a season so far for Benedict Mathurin of Arizona, the leading scorer. 17-6 he is averaging between points and rebounds. Bounce pass to Coburn, moves it outside the right corner perimeter. Plummer launches a 3, no good, and crashes the glass. There's the Wildcats who pick up the defensive rebound. Number 2 defensive rebounding team nationally. Missing the jumper, no good. They get their own offensive rebound back, though. Here's the Wildcats inside. Bounce pass, jumper, turnaround, good. Omar Ballo on the board. Yeah, it's Baylor and Villanova. That is going to be great for tomorrow. So Villanova's at number 6, Baylor's at number 3, and if Baylor wins, they're going to be the new number 1 team. And then if Baylor loses, it's like, who's going to get it? That's more the question. It's probably going to be Duke, who will be ranked at number 1 on Monday, say if Baylor loses. Because Villanova has 2 losses. They lost against UCLA. And they lost against Purdue. So those 2 teams would have to be ahead of Villanova. And UCLA also plays tonight against Marquette. Which stranger things have happened, especially involving Big East teams. And the Big East has just been rolling everybody lately. Though the Big 12 has been special too. That's a 3 that goes down for Illinois. Number 1, Trent Frazier from the top hits it. 9:40 left to go in the first half. Arizona has it inside the post, backs his way, turnaround jumper off the mark, no good by Ballo, and crashing the glass with a defensive rebound. DeMonte Williams comes down with it for Illinois, weaves his way in there. Frazier passes off inside a key, takes the shot, and it's good for 2. Oh, what a game we have so far. 9:15 in the first. Underneath, Ballo missed the layup. And he's trying to get the calls, and he got his hands up in the air looking for the call. Couldn't get it. Frazier, 3. Right down the pipe, delivers. As that is good for the triple. It's a 2-point lead for Illinois. Omar Ballo comes into the game looking for a foul call there. Wasn't able to get back in transition. And Illinois with the numbers. Trent Frazier makes the defense of Arizona pay. And it's the 3-point game that's led Illinois to get out here and take this lead right back. They have made 5 3-point shots so far, the 9 attempts. 26-24, Fighting Illini on top on home as we're going to take a timeout. What's good, Surf? Welcome back to the stream here, man. I believe so, Chris. I'm not fairly like certain, like 100% just yet, because I know I've got guests coming over tomorrow, and I'm not sure what time I have to check on the time, but I think I might be certain so far. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. I cover play-by-play basketball games, college hoops, and NBA as we get right back to action. I'm also planning on covering the Sixers against Golden State tonight, so if you guys would like, feel free to drop them by for that one. We're back to action. Quick jumper by Arizona from the corner, no good. They put a shot off the side of the backboard, and they missed that one too. That is Christian Coloco back in the game, number 35, in place of Omar Bell. Nice perimeter passing. Open three, Grandison too strong off the back rim and deflected out by Coloco, so it gives Illinois another chance. Arizona State's really bad. They're not good at all this year. They scored 29 points against Washington State. Illinois has possession. Trent Frazier. Step back three in the air. Money! He hits it. What a shot with a hand to the face by Trent Frazier. You're going to be kidding me with that make right there. That was incredible. 8:10 left to go in the first half. Frazier. He has made 3 3-point shots, 11 points so far. Lost the handle. Inside the post, there was Justin Kier who committed the turnover. Illinois has possession. They will slow it down with 8 minutes remaining in the first half. The crowd on his feet here on their home court at State Farm Center. Top of the key, it's Frazier. Moves it over into the hands to Grandison. Grandison passes inside. Coburn powers his way into the post over Coloco and lays it up and in for two. Illinois playing with physicality and energy, and they are extended at 13, a zip run by the Fighting Illini, and they came in around a 2.5-point underdog. Jumper, get that one out of there. Oh my goodness, with a mustard on that block. Kofi Coburn, and the ball was saved alive in the corner, and Illinois pinwheeled it off one of the Arizona defenders, and this will be Fighting Illini basketball. Heads up ball played by Illinois. Coburn with a huge rejection on Tubelis. And then they're able to get it into the corner as the ball is still alive and put it off of a defender of the Wildcats. We go on a media timeout. Energy feeding off this crowd right now for Illinois. 7:40 left to go in the first half. It's 31-24. Fighting Illini. Yeah, me too, Ian. Notre Dame is poorly coached. It's too bad. They're not gonna make the tournament. They got 7 seniors in their team, and this was supposed to be the year. And Mike Bray's been there. I think this is like his 21st season as head coach for Mike Bray. It's probably gonna be his last. Illinois making 6 3-point shots. Usually the offense revolves around Kofi Coburn, but the perimeter guy showing up in place today. They're doing a lot of great ball movement from in to out in this game for the Fighting Illini. Trent Frazier going off. He has made 3 3-point shots. He's got 11 points. Alfonso Plummer has made 2 threes, also with 11. Coburn's got 6 points, 5 rebounds. Top scorer for Arizona is Agilis Tubelis. He's got 9. And then Benedict Mathurin has got 9 points as well. Christian Coloco has been held at just 2. What's good, Dakota, and welcome to the stream, guys. Yeah, Arizona State, so I'm curious seeing their record right now, because they played their last game, I think it was against Grand Canyon. They got a tough one against Creighton, who just beat BYU. Okay, so Arizona State did win against Grand Canyon. They're 4-6. Yeah, they lost a ton of talent from last year. They were supposed to be really good last year, and they just didn't have a defense. They had like three star players, but didn't have like anybody else to like complete the starting unit onto the bench. They weren't deep at all. Quick update with scores throughout college basketball. Currently, Kentucky leading Notre Dame 16-14. UConn extending their lead up against St. Bonaventure 58-49. Tennessee leading UNC Greensboro 45-23. And then St. Louis up against Boston College 26-16. While Butler crushing Eastern Illinois 55-38. So great day today for the Big East. We'll see if Marquette can pull off an upset later tonight, hosting UCLA. Syracuse lost against Georgetown. Creighton won against BYU. Just craziness of a lot of upsets. Washington State lost at South Dakota State. I don't think they were frauds for St. Bonaventure. They have an injured player. Their top scorer got injured. I was shocked they gave up over 90 points to Northern Iowa. That's like one of the outlier games. That's not good though for St. Bonaventure, because last year they were based in their whole defense. For St. Bonaventure, they were like a top 10 team defensively last year, and they give up 90 in one of their games and lose. So we get back to action, 31-24. They have it at the right wing perimeter. Bounce pass, Coburn. He is double teamed. Moves it over to the free throw circle. Kick out, left corner three in the air. Money. That is good. Alfonso Plummer makes his third three of the night. And Illinois has their largest lead. Here's a steal on the near side. Driving. Frazier. One man to beat. Puts it up and then off the backboard. Count it. And one. Coming up at the free throw line. Trent Frazier. On a whole nother level. It's 36-24. So the shot before that was a three that went down. His foot was not on the line for Plummer. So it went from 31-34. Now it's 36. And one free throw coming up by Frazier. Trent Frazier is playing out of his mind right now for Illinois. Making 3 threes. He's up to 13 points now. And he'll shoot one at the free throw line with 7:05 left to go in the first half. Still with 7 minutes approximately remaining, and Illinois has put 36 points up on the board against the number one scoring offense in all college basketball, held at 24. Free throw is good. It's a 13-point lead at home for the Fighting Illini. Arizona has possession. They dribble, attack, floats up a runner, off the back rim, no good, and rebound goes to Illinois defensively. Vaughn, what's good? Welcome back in, man. 19-0 scoring run in the last 3 minutes for the Fighting Illini. It's been something special. This ball is get poked loose, though. One man a beat on a steal, and that time Tubelis cashes it in. And he gets fouled on the backside. Azulus Tubelis will shoot one at the free throw line as he stripped it away from Grandison. Hey, I'll see you to the next stream. Best of luck tonight on going to the Xavier game there, man. One free throw by Tubelis. He missed it. Rebound gets picked up by Coleman Hawkins of Illinois. Illinois is starting to get healthy. This team is dangerous. I've got my eyes pinpointed on two teams receiving votes, Illinois and North Carolina. Driving, blocked at the corner by Coloco. They get it back. Corner three, off the rim, short, follows it up. Oh, nice extra pass. Got rejected at the rim, though, was Omar Payne, and here goes back the Wildcats. Firing a three. Off the top, they follow up their own rebound. It gets blocked from the side by Grandison. Here he goes. It's Frazier who takes it up the court. Frazier takes the three off the front rim. They get their own rebound back for a second, and then throwing it away was Plummer, who commits the turnover. Driving. Down the lane, offensive foul committed by Arizona. It's a Wildcats turnover. Just when you think Arizona has the opportunity to score some points, they go quick up the court, and Benedict Mathurin driving, straight down the lane and heavy contact, as that is, guess who, Trent Frazier, who takes the charge, and the ball goes back to the Fighting Illini. 5:45 left to go in the first. Illinois by 9, they have the basketball. They're at the top of the key with Frazier. Moves it off to Luke Good, number 10. Good makes the extra pass, left corner Plummer. Plummer swings it outside to the top. 3-point shot straight away. Off the mark, no good. Williams battle for the rebound and is picked up by the Wildcats. Arizona has possession. Both of the bigs out there, the main bigs for these two teams, Koloko and Coburn. Turns the corner, Mathurin floats it up and gets it to go, as that goes down at the right elbow. Five minutes left to play in the first half. Illinois has possession at the top. Luke Good swings it over around the perimeter. It's into the hands of DeMonte Williams towards his left bounce pass. Down in the low block, it is Coburn. Powers his way, lost the handle, turnover. Picked up by the Wildcats. Tubelis flings it out to Mathurin on the fast break. Mathurin goes and will slow it down though. Dribbles at the top, gets around Good. Mathurin, pro hop, swifty move, puts it up and through. And a foul as well down in the court. On the hardwood there, it's DeMonte Williams who goes down, and not happy about the call either. Refs have to separate Williams and Tubelis, as that was a nice move by Mathurin to put it through for 2. Took it right into the key, made a pro hop and scored out of it. Right between two defenders. It was Plummer and Good he slipped past. And then there was a fall right afterwards. It's on Williams. DeMonte Williams got called for the foul underneath. Him and Tubelis getting tangled up with. Did they... Oh, they're not going to count it. They're not going to count the bucket. They erased the 2 points. The referees. We should be at 28 then. If they didn't count the bucket, we should be back to 28. It was a 2-point shot. They put it to 30. If that foul was called before the shot, that's unfortunate for Arizona, because that was a beautiful shot that Mathurin made. Goes right between two defenders. All right, now they put back the 30. Are they gonna keep the 30? That's what we're gonna see. This is an official review, so this has gone to courtside here. They're looking at the monitors with the refs, and this is an official review. I took Illinois for this game, for Illinois for the upset in this one. I think they're gonna be back in the top 25 in no time for Illinois. The transfer of Alfonso Plummer, he has caught on really fast. And the main thing has just been ball handling problems, turnovers. And they're without Andre Curbelo once again today, which he was supposed to be the one to take Ayo Dosunmu's spot. So it's just trying to figure out main ball handling duties. They do have 7 turnovers. Arizona plays fast too though, and Arizona's got 4 turnovers. Arizona's the number 1 scoring team. Yeah, I had for my prediction, I took Illinois 83-79. So I think this is going to be quite a bit of points we see today. High 70s. I took Illinois into the 80s with 83. Arizona's scored at least 90 the last 3 games. They have scored over 80, at least 80 in every single game. It's just, I looked at their resume for the schedule that they've had. The bucket will count, and the schedule hasn't really been strong so far. In my opinion, I think that number of rankings quite inflated for them at number 11, because they did win against Michigan, but Michigan was struggling when Michigan was struggling when they were playing them around mid to late November. Michigan was struggling, and also in the early December. And now Michigan started to find their way, but they did play against Nebraska though, and Nebraska is just, they're going to finish at the very bottom of the Big Ten. So at the free throw line, Benedict Mathurin shoots one and he hits one, he's going to shoot a second one at the free throw line. Yeah, so Illinois and North Carolina, those are the two that I think people have really forgot about. UNC is a top 5 team in three-point shooting this season. Usually they're more about their front court and the bigs, like they've been the last 2 seasons prior, but North Carolina this season, it's all about the guard play. And what was the big takeaway from the NCAA tournament was the guard play. How Baylor won the tournament with their physicality and also through guard play, which they had, entering that game, they had 5 players who can make at least 39% of their three-point shots. And North Carolina has a lot of sharp shooting guards in their team. And also, two of their bigs they got via transfer can shoot the ball really good. Dawson Garcia and Brady Manick can shoot the 3-ball really well. Second shot good at the line for Arizona. 37-32. Both of the teams in the bonus as well now. And then the other team, I think, right near them in the rankings, that would be Xavier. Xavier's been crushing their opponents, especially in their home court. And they're another team, I think, that gets slept on that's just outside the top 25. So it's that grouping. Also, Colorado State as well. Colorado State won against Mississippi State. So it's that grouping of 4 just outside the top 25. At the free throw line, 1-1 bonus missed by Illinois. Arizona has it back. Around the perimeter, they're going to slow down the basketball for the Fighting Illini. They swing it out to the left block. Dribbles up. This is Tubelis. Inside the post. Pass over to Ballo. Lost the handle. Bodies on the ground. Illinois comes up with a dive on the court with it with Jacob Grandison. And we have another tie-up. I'm going to take Villanova in that game tomorrow. I really liked what the Big East has been doing. Big 12 has been impressive, but I'm going to take Villanova tomorrow for the upset in that one. I was looking at Baylor. I'm concerned about Baylor. They're not like the shooting team that they once were from last season. I think they're more reminiscent to the season prior. Even though they were inside the top 5 for most of that year, they struggled with free throws. And that was a main problem from 2 seasons ago when they were a top 5 team. They struggled with free throws. I saw that they're back like around the 300s nationally in free throw shooting percentage. And I think every single point of the game, it could matter tomorrow. This shot missed off the glass, no good for Illinois. Arizona has it, approaching 3:45 left to go. They dribble into the key with Kirk Kriisa. He puts up the jumper, and that one goes down. 3.5 minutes remaining. Illinois has possession. 10-zip run by Arizona. This game has had a lot of big runs. Jumper, deep 2, straight away, connects. That's Trent Frazier, who knocks down the deep 2 jumper. They lob it off to the left elbow. Arizona has possession. Backing their way inside left block. Turnaround jumper. Tubelis off the side of the rim. No good. Defensive rebound picked up by Coburn. And Illinois will slow down the basketball with 3 minutes left to go before halftime. Frazier. Pass half court. He gets past Mathurin. Frazier at the top of the key. Takes the straightaway 3 off the rim. No good. Battle for the rebound and picked up by Arizona. They make the extra pass inside. Underneath the hoop. Pushing off. And an offensive foul. Frazier puts his body right on the line, and Pell Larson gets called for the offensive foul. Just when you think that Arizona's got some momentum plays here, a couple times in this game, they've got called for offensive fouls, pushing off, and these Illinois players, they are tough. They are tough, taking some charges tonight. Right there, just Pell Larson just pushing off, lowering that left shoulder. Gets called for the offensive turnover. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. If you're new on the channel here, I cover play-by-play basketball games, NBA games, college hoops as well, so thanks so much everybody for being a part here on the channel. We take a look right now, leading scores with 2:44 left to go in the first half. Trent Frazier going off in this matchup. He's got 16 points and 14 points by Alfonso Plummer. The guard play has been incredibly strong so far today for Illinois. Kofi Coburn, 6 points he's got so far for the top scorer in the team, but doing a lot of inside to outside work in this game because Coburn has got a tough matchup. He's taking on 7'1" big Christian Coloco, and instead they've been able to get the guards rolling in that spot. Coburn leads the way in rebounding with 7 rebounds. And for Arizona, the top scorer is Agilis Tubelis. He has got 13 points and 11 points by Benedict Mathurin. And Christian Coloco, the 7'1" big for Arizona, he's been held to just 4 points and 2 rebounds so far today. Yeah, Oscar Tshiebwe going off. That doesn't shock me. Good to see there, man. I've actually got him on my fantasy team. Huge pickup. Picked him up after that opening night game. So going on right now, quick update, college basketball action. Kentucky leading Notre Dame 30-26. Under 1 minute left to play before halftime. UConn up against St. Bonaventure. Final minute 30 left to go. 66-59. Tennessee crushing UNC Greensboro almost midway through the second half. 49-28. Butler up against Eastern Illinois. 64-52. And St. Louis destroying Boston College, 36-17. Not like BC is any good this season. That game is at St. Louis, but that's just absolutely terrible. Just terrible right there. That BC is playing against a mid-major and they're getting destroyed. That says basically right in the nutshell of how the ACC season has been going this season. Syracuse lost against Georgetown. Louisville lost against DePaul. And here's BC getting destroyed against St. Louis, where St. Louis lost a good amount of their production in the offseason. I mean, if St. Louis was doing that last season, that would be something that would be expected because they were supposed to be really good last season. They returned to basically everybody, but they lost a good chunk of their players in the offseason, and they're just crushing BC. What's good? It's Cole. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you in the channel here. I didn't watch the game, but I heard about that, where Ohio State blew out Wisconsin. 2:35 left to go in the first half. 5-point game. Illinois with a basketball. They kick it out to the right corner, launching a three, and they connect. Jacob Grandison from downtown. Bang, bang. Knocks it down, and Illinois goes up at home by 8. 2:20 left to go in the first. Wildcats have possession. At the left elbow, Kirk Risa slides it over to the top. Kyer dribbles up. Now inside, takes the jumper. Deep 2, off the mark, no good. And Coburn picks up the defensive rebounds. What's good, Douglas? Welcome to the stream here. Best of luck tonight. This should be a really good matchup, looking at both of these two teams. Deep time jumper. Off the mark, no good. Hit the front rim by Plummer. They get their own rebound back, though, with Plummer. Grandison slides it out to the left wing. Trent Frazier dribbles back towards the edge of the Illinois logo. Towards his right, the pick gets set by Omar Payne. Lobs it over the top to Payne. Payne missed a alley-oop dunk, and it goes out of bounds. Omar Payne, transfer from Florida, in place on the court in the final minute 40, in place of Kofi Coburn at the moment. And Arizona gets the ball back. I think that will be a no there, Vaughn. Yeah, I probably won't watch any this year because I'll be busy covering basketball. Top of the key, Ballo hands it off to Justin Kyer. He moves the ball to the left wing to Krisa. Kirk Krisa takes the 15-foot jumper, hits it as that goes down. Exactly what I thought about this game tonight. A lot of points. And Illinois will burn a timeout. 42-36 the score. 3 timeouts each. As we have a minute 15 left to go in the first half. This will be a quick 30-second timeout. Make sure to vote in the poll if you haven't already done so. Who do you got tonight? Also, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe if you guys are new, being a part here on the channel for the first time, and really appreciate all for watching today. And if you'd like to come back for another stream tonight, I'll be live for Golden State against Philadelphia for the NBA. Steph Curry is 10 threes away from breaking the all-time record, and we'll see if Steph can knock down 10 threes for the first time this season, see if he can break the record on Saturday primetime. $1:15 left to go in the first half. Illinois will have the ball coming up. It's been a barrage of three-point shots by the Fighting Illini to put up 42 points on the board currently. In the first half, they made 8 threes, 44% from behind the arc. Alfonso Plummer, Trent Frazier made 3 threes each, and then Jacob Grandison off the bench is adding in 2 threes. So it's been the quality of the guard play shooting-wise from the outside that Illinois has got that's propelled them in the first part of this game. Coburn passes to the right corner, gets space, takes the open 3, missed by Plummer, and knocked out of bounds by Luke Good. As this will be Arizona basketball. Yeah, good for him. That's awesome. Oscar Tshiebwe, 12.6 rebounds and 3 steals. Notre Dame struggled a ton defending inside against Kofi Coburn. So, yeah, I expect that Tshiebwe would have a great game. Koloko hands it off at the top to Mathurin. Arizona has possession, and they chuck the ball out of bounds. Too tall on the pass by Mathurin, looking down low. That is turnover number 7 for Arizona. He was looking to send that one down low to Tubelis, but just overshot him. 50 seconds remaining. Illinois will get the inbounds. 8 turnovers. Or that's 8. So 8 turnovers is updated. So 8 turnovers each by these two teams. Illinois has possession. Lob deflected. That's number 9 for Illinois. Arizona comes up with a steal. They move it inside. Koloko missed the slam dunk. They get it back, though, and the putback is good by Mathurin. Great follow by Mathurin to stay down there off the transition break, right at the rim, and put it back up and in. 20 seconds remaining. Shot clock is turned off. Illinois will have the basketball here, edge of the logo. Frazier moves it over to the right wing perimeter. Plummer dumps it out down low, and Coburn lost the handle. Slippery with that basketball off his fingertips with 10 seconds left to play. That's one that the big fella has to have every single time he gets a touch. That's a rare miscue right there by Kofi Coburn. So the two bigs with miscues. Koloko missed a slam dunk. Coburn turned over the ball. 10 seconds remaining. Arizona, chance to cut it to a one-possession game right before halftime. They dribble past half court. 5 seconds left to go. Towards the left around the perimeter. Kriisa takes the 3 off the rim, no good. Picked up in the corner by Mathurin as the shot clock goes off, and it will not count. 42-38, Illinois by 4. The perimeter play. It's been something special in that first half between Plummer, Frazier, who's the leading scorer, and also off the bench with Jacob Grandison knocking down 2 threes as we head into halftime and the Fighting Illini up by 4 at home. If you guys are doing the stream, make sure to hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Yeah, that was shocking today that Arkansas lost against Oklahoma like that. And Oklahoma closed out the game on a massive run, because I saw that it was like a close game. It was like 54 to 48 at one point, and then Oklahoma goes and just destroys them. And that was like during the last 6 minutes, they were up by like single digits. Yeah, this has been a really good first half. I expected it to be like this with these two teams. High-flying offenses, quite a bit of turnovers so far in that first half, but the big difference has been Illinois perimeter play in that first half. They got out to a 13-point lead. This has been a game of runs. Arizona has gone on a couple runs to keep it close right before half. Arizona only knocked down 3 3-point shots, just 3 for 8 from the outside. Illinois is 8 for 19. Looks like UConn will pick up the victory over St. Bonaventure. 74-64 to final. So the Big East strong showing keeps on continuing today. An opportunity for St. Bonaventure, and they couldn't capitalize, and that's difficult for the Bonnies. I know they were without their top player, Kyle Lofton, but that's still one that they should have made much closer than a 10-point game. And yeah, they really don't get many other opportunities coming up for St. Bonaventure. They have Virginia Tech coming up on Friday. That's one that they really need to take. If they want to make it into the bracket as an at-large for St. Bonaventure, say if they make it all the way to the A-10 championship and then they lose against somebody else, they have a bad game that day, then you need to find a victory that can propel you and get you, and that's where we look at the non-conference slate. Who have you beaten in the non-conference slate? You won against Clemson by 3 points. Well, really, who is Clemson won against? Is Clemson even going to make the tournament? Is that team even good? How is the ACC? It's not too good for this season. St. Bonaventure did beat Marquette. That's the one that could give them a little bit of weight to propel them. All depends on how Marquette plays out their season. On their first season with Shaka Smart. But they got an opportunity tonight to help out St. Bonaventure. Marquette playing against UCLA, hosting UCLA, and Marquette also has that 1-point victory against Illinois to help out St. Bonaventure's cause. But other than that, they have a 10-point loss against Northern Iowa. Northern Iowa wasn't supposed to be like a factor this season in the Missouri Valley. And then they do have victories over Boise State and Buffalo, but not sure how far those teams can go as far as that this season. As far as Buffalo, they were the favorite in the preseason in the MAC. Yeah, it should be a fun one tonight. Welcoming Landon on the stream. I hope to cover that game for you guys. So later tonight, I'll be back covering Golden State against Philadelphia. And we'll see if Steph can drill down 10 threes to see if he can put the record on the board. The Reaper, welcome back in. Huge game tomorrow. Baylor-Villanova should be a good one. As far as other games in college basketball, Tennessee crushing UNC Greensboro 62-28. Kentucky only up by 2 over Notre Dame, 30-28. That's a game that Kentucky should be winning by much more than that. St. Louis crushing Boston College 43-25. Low-key matchup between the top perimeter in all college basketball and a team with a lot of perimeter defenders on it that can crash the glass. It is Alabama hosting Houston at 10 o'clock later tonight. And also LSU, still undefeated for LSU, and they're taking on Georgia Tech. That game just tipped off. LSU has been one of the more surprising teams this season. They're at 8-0 overall. Georgia Tech looking to see if they can move the needle. Yeah, Arizona was down by 13 at one point in the first half. Illinois was just raining threes. It was basically Trent Frazier at one point was playing out of his mind, making everything. And that's how Illinois went on a huge run, and then Arizona saved themselves. They went on a run right back in that. And after the timeout, after Illinois went on the run, and more of the run for Arizona, it was fueled by Agilis Tubelis and Benedict Mathurin. Mathurin has been the one rising late. He's got 17 points at the half, and Benedict Mathurin's actually the leading scorer in this game. So he's got 17, 6 for 10 shooting, making 3 threes. He's made all the 3-point shots for Arizona. Whereas Illinois has 3 players who are got multiple 3-point shots each. Frazier, Plummer, and Grandison. As for the bigs, Kofi Coburn and Kristen Koloko have yet to pick up a personal foul. So that's something key to note there. Coburn's got 8 rebounds. He's got 6 points. He's got a tough matchup, though, going against 7'1" Christian Koloko. Koloko has only 2 points and 2 rebounds, 1 for 5 shooting. Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I saw the highlight to it. That was crazy. With Rutgers really needed that one. Yeah, Arizona's had trouble trying to defend the guards. What Illinois does is they drop it inside the Coburn, and then after that, Coburn has a decision to make. Either he's gonna, once he posts up, backs his way into the paint, he'll either move it back outside, and that's where Illinois will do their damage. From there, they'll take the 3 if they have space on the initial pass, or they'll keep on moving the ball around, which we've seen a couple times them just move it all around the perimeter to find a shot in the corner and knock it through. But that's where it starts from for Illinois. Once they move it inside, it's about Coburn. It's either he's gonna, if he has that one-on-one matchup, he's just gonna back his way right through you and score a bucket in the paint, or he'll just move it back outside where they'll drill a 3. Yeah, Ron Harper Jr., he had an unbelievable game. He had 30 points and 10 rebounds that game. He went off. So glad to have you guys join along, be on here right now since we're at halftime. I'll reveal the poll in just a moment. Let me know out in the chat who you got in this game if you guys are new as well. Arizona or Illinois, going to do the poll reveal right now. And looks like Arizona by far won the poll tonight. 63-36. The final votes in the poll. Yeah, I sure do. For you there, Vaughn. Think we all do. What's good, Lou Will? Welcome to the stream. I got Illinois for this game, 82-78. Or 83-79 is what I have. I took, yeah, Illinois 83-79. I knew I had it as a 4.1. Wrote it down in my notes. Lou Will taking Arizona. I think this game's going to have a really good finish to it. After this, Illinois should be cruising in their conference coming up. They should do a lot of cruising in their conference. They got St. Francis of Pennsylvania. I'm not even sure if they've won a game this season, but they got a week of rest. They take on St. Francis of PA next week. Oh, they have. They're 3-5. I must be thinking of St. Francis of Brooklyn. Yeah, it's the Terriers. Oh, they're 2-8. So they started out winless. They won their last 2 for St. Francis of Brooklyn. Because I remember I saw a 0 earlier this week on a record from a St. Francis team. But Illinois has them next. St. Francis of Pennsylvania. Then they take on Missouri on Wednesday, December 22nd. Which Missouri ended up winning that game last season. And Missouri just got destroyed today against Kansas. And then Illinois hosting Florida A&M to close out the year. And then to start off conference play, they're at Minnesota, hosting Maryland, at Nebraska, hosting Michigan. And then their first ranked team isn't until number 1 ranked Purdue, which won't be number 1 now, but that will be on Monday, January 17th. And then for Arizona, Arizona's got a tough schedule coming up. So in the non-conference slate, this is getting brutal right here for Arizona. They got Northern Colorado, California Baptist, 2 mid-major schools coming up. And then after that, they're at Tennessee, at UCLA, at USC, at Arizona State. That's 3 teams in a row that they're on the road. Tennessee, UCLA, USC, all top 20 teams. Yeah, San Francisco at 10-0, and San Francisco is probably going to be one of those teams like borderline. Like they start out the season. It seems like they start out every single year. They start out well, and then they just keep on dropping. Yeah, I'm just going to see who San Francisco has even played. They haven't even won against the power conference team. They beat UAB by 2. They haven't really been pushed either. They won against Davidson by 5. They beat Nevada by 3. The teams that they beat were Long Island University, Prairie View A&M, Davidson, Samford, with AM, Samford, so not Stanford, Samford, Nevada, Morgan State, Towson, UAB, UNLV, Fresno State. And it's going to get a little bit more tougher. Grand Canyon University, WAC conference or WAC preseason favorite, I believe they got coming up next for San Francisco, and then they're at Arizona State, which Arizona State's really struggling. They're 4-6. Yeah, just getting undefeated. That's a pretty good feat there. That they have no like blips along the way. If that schedule had came out, I would have thought that Nevada would have won that game over San Francisco. Nevada's been a big disappointment this season. They were supposed to like be good, like top 60, and they're just nowhere to be found. I'm not even hearing like a lot of buzz about San Diego State this season. Like they usually have been really good like last few years, and this season they haven't been like that great as far as the opportunities they've got with like more of the bigger opponents on their schedule. Yeah, exactly. When they start off conference play, things just completely change. Like they get put in the bracket by bracketologists, and then when they start WCC play, then they have some bad losses on it. They'll lose the 2 against Gonzaga, and then they'll find a random loss in there against like a team like Pepperdine or LMU that will just take them automatically out. Davidson hasn't been into the tournament for a while, I believe. Steph Curry went to Davidson. And he put his team on that big tournament run the year that he was there. Made everybody known. Introduced myself. That was Steph Curry in the NCAA tournament, introducing the world who he was. And now he has the chance to introduce the world for the all-time three-point record. If he hits it tonight, he needs 10. So we get right back to action. Second half has begun. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, and thanks on joining in for today's stream here. It'll be Illinois as they go right to left in the court. Frazier kicks it out to the right corner. DeMonte Williams over to the top of the key. It's into the hands of Hawkins. They put the ball back into the hands of Frazier. Made 3 threes in the first half. Dumps it down low. Coburn. Spin move. Rejected by Koloko, who comes up with a block, and Arizona has the ball. Driving. Left baseline underneath the hoop. Missed the reverse-handed layup. No good, off the mark by Dalen Terry. Offensive rebound, though, for Arizona. They kick out to the corner. 3. Terry off the back rim. No good. Soars up. Defensive rebound. Snagged down by Plummer. Fallen, welcome in. Glad to have you in the stream. Yeah, definitely agree. Illinois needs to be ranked if they do come up with a W here. Florida's going to be out of the top 25. Wisconsin will be out, as here's a sky hook off the mark. No good by Hawkins. Rebound back to Arizona. They push it out to the left corner perimeter. 18:50 left to go in the second. They move it over to the top of the key. Kirk Risa towards his right, hands it off on the outside. It's to Dalen Terry. Turns the corner. Bounce pass down the lane. Koloko lost the handle. He turns it over underneath the basket. North Carolina needs to be in there too. So Wisconsin and Florida, those are the two teams that will drop out. And then BYU. So there's going to be at least 3 teams that drop out. And then whatever happens with the LSU game today, if LSU wins, they'll still be in the top 25. But they're playing right now because they're at number 25. And LSU's taking on Georgia Tech, and LSU's trailing 10-5. Arizona comes out with a steal, transitional 3, top of the key splash. That's good by Benedict Mathurin, and he's got 20 points, the game-high score. And Mathurin has made all 4 3-point shots tonight for Arizona. 18:05 left to go in the second. Illinois has the ball. They move it out left corner. DeMonte Williams dribbles left baseline, swings it out right corner. Deflected around the perimeter. It's still Plummer who gets it back. Cross court over to Frazier. Frazier free throw circle. Bounce pass down low. Backs his way. Underneath the hoop. Coburn double team. Tries to get something. Tough defense by Arizona, and they come up with a defensive rebound. They pass it off. Mathurin dumps it out to Terry. Had a clear pathway for a moment, and then took an extra dribble and got fouled. Personal foul picked up on DeMonte Williams. Blocking foul. It's going to send Dalen Terry to shoot 2 at the line. Yeah, so coming into the top 25, or teams that will drop out of the top 25, Florida, BYU, Wisconsin, that's 3. So that's 3 teams that's going to drop out. Pending LSU will be a 4th. Yeah, they better not put Texas Tech in there. Texas Tech better not make it into the top 25. They haven't played a good enough schedule to get there. So if I even see Texas Tech in the top 25, that will make me sick, knowing that they got more votes than Providence this week. It's just completely wrong. Yeah, Colorado State has earned their right in there. Illinois, if they win this game, and yeah, probably Xavier. They do beat Cincinnati tonight, and UNC as the ball is in the corner. Illinois able to get it out. Arizona took the lead with the 2 free throw makes. Driving. Williams missed the shot. Tough defense by Arizona. Deflected out, though, by the Wildcats, so it will stay Illinois ball. Arizona closing out underneath and getting every single shot attempt look by Illinois, making it a tough one, a challenge for the Wildcats defense. Illinois gets the inbounds. Trent Frazier at the top of the key. Takes the 3 straight away over. Krisa hits it. Illinois takes the lead right back. 17-10 left to go in the second. floats up the runner. Off the back rim, missed by Justin Kier at Arizona, and Illinois comes in with a defensive rebound. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be shocked. They beat Tennessee, but that was an ugly game, and who else have they beat? Their other 6 wins that they started out this season were against all mid-majors. They haven't put together enough teams to win against on the resume to get them there. That would just be sad if they put them in the top 25. Jumper straight away, and contacted and fouled. This will be 3 free throws coming up at the line by Trent Frazier. He got contacted at the top of the key in his shooting motion. It was Mathurin who picked up the blocking foul around the screen. That's a tough call to make. Coburn just puts his big body up there at the top, sets the pick for Trent Frazier, and Mathurin gets stuck behind the pick and gets called for the fall from the right side. What's good, Roger? Welcome to the stream. Taking Arizona. A lot of people taking Arizona here. First shot. That's good. Hey, what's good? The AJ Show. Welcome to the stream. I do a little bit mix of both, so I cover NBA and also college. They were a huge surprise for Florida. Until that random game that they had this week against Texas Southern, that was a huge shock. But I thought that they've been really surprising this year. Just take out that one random game that nobody thought that would happen. Colin Castleton's been big this season. Second shot's good. And third free throw missed to the line. Arizona picks up the defensive rebound, 16 and a half remaining. And away from the basketball inside, it will be a personal foul picked up on Jacob Grandison as the clock will stop. So that's Illinois' second as a team. Set Hook, welcome on in. Arizona powering their way inside the post, no good. The tip-in is good, though, by Coloco. $16-10 left to go. Illinois has possession. Grandison at the right wing, dribbles towards his right, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Mathurin. I've covered some NFL games for special live streams from time to time. I haven't covered one in a couple weeks from now, though. So I've been super busy with a lot of stuff, and that's gonna be another fall picked up by Arizona. It's on Tubella, so that is fall number 2 as a team for Arizona in the second half. Wow. That's awesome for Tennessee tonight for you, man. Dakota, thanks so much for the update there, brother. Dakota's happy tonight. Tennessee winning big time over UNC Greensboro, 76-36. Illinois gets the inbound. Grandison puts it outside. Deep 3. Off the mark, no good. They tip it to get the offensive rebound back, and a foul again in the post. It's on Arizona. That's their third. And we'll take a media timeout. 15:52 left to go in the second half. Media timeout in the court. We'll be back after the timeout. I'm going to take Villanova tomorrow in that one. So, I was looking at Baylor. I think one of their struggles this season has been at the free throw line. That they're around like the 300s and knocking down free throws. And this type of game, I think one's going to be points really matter in this game. I think it's going to be close all throughout. Yeah, Colorado State's a sleeper. They returned basically everybody from last year for Colorado State. They beat Mississippi State today, and Mississippi State has yet to really put together like a quality resume. Even though they got a winning record, they haven't been able to pull out like any big victories for them, despite some big names coming to Mississippi State. Yeah, Rutgers is the oddest team in all college basketball. They beat number 1 Purdue, and then they have losses against Lafayette, UMass, they have a loss too. They have some terrible losses for Rutgers. As long as they can go through Big Ten conference schedule and start putting together some really good victories, they could make it into the tournament. That's the thing. They kind of remind me of Providence from 2 seasons ago, where Providence had like awful losses against Charleston, Long Beach State, and then they went on a 6-game winning streak, and they would have made the tournament if there was a 2020 tournament. They went from not even being close to going on a big winning streak and propelling momentum in. But yeah, Rutgers has losses against DePaul, Lafayette, which was a home game against Lafayette. They lost at UMass, same as Penn State. And then they got crushed at Illinois, and they beat Purdue at home. And then Rutgers is at Seton Hall tomorrow. Yeah, I go Texas Southern over Florida there for the biggest upset of the season. A team that just never won a game. Texas Southern did that a few years ago. They beat Oregon. Yeah, I don't think anybody's watching that there. Here's something for Vaughn though: is at least Rutgers beat Clemson. So Rutgers is Clemson's number twice. They beat them in the tournament. They got a victory over them in the Big Ten ACC Challenge. We're going to head right back to action, 47-45 to score. Arizona's defense making things much more difficult for Illinois in the second half, especially inside the interior. Kofi Coburn is yet to go off in this game. He's got 6 points and he's got 9 rebounds for Coburn. He came into this game number 3 scorer in all college basketball, but this is a tough matchup. Christian Coloco, 7'1" big, and he's got he's an inch taller than Coburn at 7 feet. Left corner, Grandison, off-balance shot, no good off the mark, and Subellis almost came over the rebound. Offensive rebound, though, for Illinois. And inside the key, it's a tie-up. AB, welcome on the stream from Grand Rapids. Glad to have you back in. Yeah, that's right. Alabama lost against Iona. Iona's actually pretty good this season. They should be able to win their conference. It all depends if they win their conference championship. That's the only thing. Like you can blow through all your competition in the conference, and you could go like 15-0 and 18-0 in a mid-major conference, and then pull off what Belmont did last year and lose in the conference championship to Morehead State, and then there goes the NCAA tournament because you hadn't won a game against any quality competition. That's a 3 raining down at the left corner. Jacob Grandison sinks down the triple. Illinois by 5. 15 minutes left to go. Arizona has the possession at the right elbow. And they move it back outside around the perimeter. Tubelis dribbles up, drives down the lane, and no good off the glass, missed. He does commit. Yeah, it's going to be a blocking foul picked up on Coleman Hawkins. So 2 shots coming up by Agilis Tubelis at the free throw line. Tough take off the drive, straight down the lane. First shot missed. No good by Tubelis. Tubelis, the number 2 scorer. He's got 11 points, 6 rebounds. Benedict Matherin is the high scorer in the game with 20. He's made every single 3-point shot for Arizona. 4 for 6 from the perimeter. Second free throw is good. What's good, Gary? Welcome to the stream here. 14 and a half left to go. 4-point game. It's been a good one. all throughout the course of this matchup, and we have a timeout taken on the floor. We'll go on a media break, 14.5 remaining, 50-46 Illinois. Christian, welcome back in, man. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. This has been a great game tonight. Trent Frazier, leading scorer, 21 points for Illinois. He's made 4 3-point shots. So he's now got the new game high. And then 14 points by Alfonso Plummer, making 3 threes. 9 points by Jacob Grandison, has made 3 threes. And then Arizona, 20 points by Benedict Mathurin. And Agilis Tubelis has got 13. The bigs tonight, Coloco's got 4, along with 6 rebounds for Arizona. And Kofi Coburn, 6 points, 9 rebounds for Illinois. When do I think Kentucky's next loss will be? Well, I had them winning against Notre Dame. It's not making anything close, though. 45-43 Kentucky with 11:33 left to go in the second half. That game is close. Other scores for college basketball. Georgia Tech leading LSU 19-7. ACC needs to make a statement. They might have one tonight with Georgia Tech. I'm just going to see who Kentucky's got. So I didn't have them losing that game against Notre Dame. They do play next week against Ohio State. Ohio State's in the roll. It might be the next one against Ohio State. Other than that, their schedule is pretty generous. They got home games against Louisville, Missouri. They'll never overlook the matchup there. I think that's going to be a close one against Louisville. It's just, if Louisville can find a 3-point knockdown shooter, I think that game can go either way. That's could be a big difference maker if they're able to find it in that matchup. And then Kentucky's got an easy schedule to start out SEC play. Besides the game that's at LSU, they got Georgia, Vanderbilt. Those are 2 games right there. Missouri's before that. Missouri got creamed against Kansas. That game against Auburn on the 22nd, that should be a good one. And they got Kansas, too. Kentucky versus Kansas on the 29th should be a good game. So we're back to action. 14.5 left to go in the second half. 4-point lead as Arizona takes a 3 and they let it rain straight away from the top of the key. That's Kirk Risa. They finally find another 3-point shooter that can hit a triple. 5th made 3 of the game. 4-3 is made by Mathurin, and finally somebody else. Krisa gets one. Illinois picks off the pass. They move it up to the right corner perimeter. 3-point shot taken. That one gets partially blocked to the corner as it's missed by Plummer. Wildcats have possession, create space, open jumper, hits it, and they are finding their way with Kirk Risa, back-to-back threes. 52-50, Illinois will keep on playing, no timeout. They got only 2 timeouts, that's why. 13.5 left to go. Usually when a team gets on a 7-zip run, you usually see a head coach take a timeout, but you have to be careful. They only got 2 remaining. Hawkins dribbles to the top of the key. His pass gets deflected, and this one gets stolen away. Shovels the pass. 2-on-1 fast break. Leads the layup, in Arizona has full charge in command right now. Dalen Terry slips past the defense. It leads it up and through for 2. Approaching the 13-minute mark remaining. That has been the Achilles heel this season for Illinois. And 20 points off of turnovers. Arizona has gut tonight because of that. Illinois has turned it over as a team 11 total times. Hawkins thought about taking a deep three. He dribbles up. Now he'll do a step back at the perimeter. No good, missed right wing three. Defensive rebound picked up by Coloco. Arizona has it. Top of the key. No good, missed the three-point shot by Kriisa. And it gets rebounded by Coburn. 12:35 remaining. Illinois down by 4 now, as they will slow down the basketball. Arizona's defense has stepped it up here in the second half. Deep jumper, no good. Off the mark, missed by Frazier. They have gone cold recently. Arizona picks up the defensive rebound to the outside. Mathurin lets it rain, delivers. Benedict Mathurin. What a game. They will count it a 2. His foot was on the line. And it's 56-50 Arizona. Benedict Mathurin, the high score for the Wildcats, as Illinois will burn a timeout. 12:20 remaining in the second half. And Mathurin has got 22 on the board. What a game tonight, everyone. This has been one of constant runs. Illinois had the momentum. Arizona makes a big storming comeback before halftime. Illinois led by 13. Arizona on top. Illinois comes back. Arizona back on top again. They had put it on the scoreboard as a 6. I'm looking at ESPN. It's a 7. I'll confirm after the timeout whether it's a 3. It looked close. So once we get into the back after break, I'll let you guys know if it's a 3 or a 2. But right now it's 56-50. Might be 57 if they counted it as a 3. This is impressive right now, because they only had one road game to date, and this has been a young team on the rise, well ahead of the 8 ball to where they are right now. This is like Arizona's got basically their main core players are sophomores. Between Mathurin, Tubelis, Kriisa, and Dalen Terry, 4 starters are sophomores. And then Coloco's a junior. And they are building something special. Yeah, the difference in the second half has been defense. Arizona's making everything just so much more difficult inside for Illinois. And Kofi Coburn hasn't been like a big scoring factor in this game today. They have Coloco down low that when you're the same height of the big man, things could get more challenging, because usually Coburn's usually known to dominate other teams because they don't have like bigs that can go up and be able to defend them. Other teams will have bigs that's like 6'8", 6'9", 6'10". Coburn has a couple inches on them and able to deliver, like that matchup against Notre Dame. But in this one right here, it's just he actually is shorter by an inch to Coloco. How many points do I think Kentucky will be favored by in the Louisville game? I'll probably say around 3 if I had to predict. It's usually close. Like a good bulk of times it's usually been close. This is it's especially concerning for Kentucky too, because they're winning only by 4 against Notre Dame. This is one they should definitely be able to pull out by double digits. Notre Dame hung in there against Illinois. But this is one here Kentucky should have much more. LSU is SEC struggling today. LSU is getting doubled against Georgia Tech, 24-12. It's the score. Georgia Tech up 24-12 over LSU midway through the first half. Okay, so back from the timeout, just to confirm they do make it a 3-point shot, so it did count by Mathurin as a 3. 57-50 Illinois, looking for a quick response, and they do at the left corner. Knock down a shot, that is a 3. right out of the timeout with 12 minutes left to go. Arizona has possession. Free throw circle. Terry moves it over into the key. Jumper taken by Ballo. Connects. Omar Ballo, transfer from Gonzaga, teams up with his assistant coach, Tommy Lloyd, now the new head coach, and he's done a tremendous job with his program in his first season. Pass deflected, goes out of bounds. Illinois will get it back. 11:36 left to go on the clock. They inbound over to Frazier. At the top. Towards their right around the perimeter, Trent Frazier. Defended by Terry. Takes the three, hits it. Trent Frazier pumping up the Illinois bench right there, and his crowd as well, pounding on his chest, makes a huge three, and Trent Frazier went out of his mind in the first half, and he is back. 24 points now by Frazier, the leading scorer. That's too short in the three-point shots. An air ball by Arizona goes out of bounds. This game has been just a game of runs. Arizona goes in a big run. They head into the timeout. Illinois comes out of the timeout. They go on a big run. 11 minutes left to go. Illinois has the ball. They push it out to Plummer. Dump it inside Coburn. Backs his way into the post. Floats up the hook. That's too short. Contested by Ballo, and it goes right back to Arizona. Driving. Layup. Good. Stood still on the front rim. But it goes down. And that goes down by Tubelis. Tubelis up to 14 with 10.5 in the second. Illinois at the top. Pump fake. Grandison drives. Kick out right corner. Launching a three. Plummer. Splash. That's good. These threes are saving Illinois tonight. That was a nice feed. Drive kick. As Arizona gets stripped. Down into the lane. Coburn picks up the steal. Here goes Illinois. Frazier hands it off around the perimeter. Plummer towards his left. Turns the corner, and he gets blocked from behind. Goes out of bounds, and it's Ballo who gets the block as the clock will stop with 10 minutes. This has been a tremendous game tonight. Make sure to hit that thumbs up if you guys are new. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. With 10 minutes left to go, incredible matchup. Oh, they had called it late whistle on Arizona. That looked like a clean block. The referees have called it a foul then. It looked like a clean block. But Alfonso Plummer will head to the free throw line. He's got 17 points tonight, shooting 2. First shot by Plummer goes in. Second shot by Plummer knocks it through. So Coburn right now on the bench along with Coloco. 61 apiece. Illinois comes back with a big response to tie up the game. Around the perimeter, Creasa launches a three. Hit the rim short, no good. And the battle for the rebound knocked out of bounds by Ballo, and it goes right back to Illinois. What a game tonight. These fans are loving it. They're into it. Orange out at Illinois here at State Farm Center. And what a matchup. I would love to see both of these two teams play each other in the tournament again. This has been a tremendous game. Illinois has possession. 9:35 left to go. At the top of the key, Williams. Bounce pass almost slipped. Was Omar Payne, but able to get it. Hands it off to Plummer. Takes the three. Halfway in, and it rattles in. Gets the friendly roll by Alfonso Plummer. 3 after 3 after 3. That is how the offense has lived and stayed living and come from behind, living through the three ball, driving, slips past the defense, and Creasa scores. Nine minutes left to go. The Schwag, welcome on the stream once again, man. Glad to have you back in. What a game we have. Grandison Takes the jumper before. It will be a whistle and a foul. And it's on Arizona. That will be their 6th personal foul of the second half. Illinois has 3. Top scorers in this game, Trent Frazier with 24. He's made 5 threes. Alfonso Plummer with 22. He's made 5 threes. Coburn's only got 6. Has got 10 rebounds and 23 points by Benedict Mathurin, saving the Wildcats with 5 made threes. 14 points by Agilis Tubelis. Illinois gets the inbound. 8:55 left to play. At the left wing perimeter off of a double team as Plummer passes the ball into the hands of Frazier. Frazier dribbles towards his right around the perimeter off a double team. Swings it inside. Deflected. Ball's in the court. Able to pick it up. Payne floats of a shot. Williams off the rim. No good. Had to put one up and it couldn't go through. Arizona now with the basketball. They turn the corner. Floating up a runner. Rolls off the back rim twice and it goes down. Kerr Kriisa. Back-to-back buckets for Arizona. They take the lead. 8:20 remaining. A race to the finish. Back and forth, a game of runs. Illinois has the possession. Arizona's bringing a lot of double teams lately. Payne at the top, looking to force some turnovers. Deep range 3, Grandison off the front rim and soaring up high. Defensive rebound, snagged down by Justin Kier, the Wildcats. Kier defended by Williams, puts it at the top to Koloko. Bounce pass, driving, floating up a runner, contact and fouled. And Kerr Kriisa will head to the free throw line. 8:25 left to play. (65-64) Arizona. We're going to head to a timeout. If you guys are new in the stream, make sure to hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Over 100 currently. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. And feel free to join in for Golden State versus Philadelphia tonight for some NBA action. I cover a mix between college basketball and NBA streams on my channel. I heard about that, just terrible. Sending thoughts and prayers to those out in western Kentucky affected by the tornado. It's just absolutely terrible when I heard about that news this morning. Let me know out in the chat who you got tonight in this one, Arizona or Illinois. And thanks so much for coming on to the stream here. This has been a tremendous matchup. I can't show the actual game as we welcome in Luke Michael on the stream. I can't show the actual game due to copyright. It's only play-by-play only that I cover. Right now, a quick scoreboard update. Kentucky only up by 2 over Notre Dame, 53-51. Georgia Tech leading LSU 28-19. St. Louis about to win over Boston College tonight, 72-56. And then for games that finished within the last few hours or so, it was UConn who knocked off St. Bonaventure. Final score was 74-64. Tennessee beat UNC Greensboro 76-36. Kansas destroyed Missouri today 102-65. A lot of Arizona on the stream. Thanks so much all for joining me. What's good, Raging Cajun? Welcome in. Taking Arizona in this matchup. There's been a barrage of threes tonight in this game. 14 made threes by Illinois. 7 by Arizona. Kerr Kriisa has been the one who has taken over lately. He's in the double figures. 12 points. Benedict Mathurin, the top scorer, with 23. 14 by Tubelis. I think a tornado, because tornado can have like gusts to around like 200 miles per hour. Like if it's like destructive, like have to hide in the closet, find shelter. If it's like an EF4, EF5, those are just like loss of life and loss of property and just knockdown in general. Whereas a hurricane, it's it's like wins. It's sustained wins over time, and of course the worst being a Cat 5. But you don't hear of 200-mile-per-hour wind gusts in a hurricane, but you do hear in a hurricane tornado sprout out that could have like 200-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And you don't know when they're gonna come, because you plan for a hurricane, but you can't plan for a tornado. You only get it if you have television. You watch the news, and then there's an alert on it if they're able to even track it. But there's multiple on the ground. There could be multiple within a cell that you might not even know, because it's so hard to track cells. So both of the shots at the free throw line by Kirk Kriisa are good. Arizona extends the lead 67-64. We have 7:50 left to go in the second half. So we are back to action. Illinois has possession. Trent Frazier dribbles towards the left wing, pick set by Coburn. Frazier moves it out to the top. DeMonte Williams, bounce pass down low. Coburn defended by Koloko. One dribble powers his way, puts it up and through for the big fella. That's good for two. Kofi Coburn puts it to a 1-point game. Arizona has the ball. Mathurin defended on the outside by Coburn. They push the ball to the right corner. Back out to Mathurin. Mathurin defended by Coburn at the right wing. Jab step. Mathurin dribbles, drives, moves it out, and the ball gets hawked away and stolen by Granderson. Illinois now with a possession. Williams slides it out to Frazier. Passes left corner. Pump fake Granderson. Dumps it down low. Coburn. Spin move. Pass Koloko up and under. And Kofi Coburn inside the post. Back-to-back buckets. Under 7 minutes remaining. What a finish we're set up. Kriisa fires a three. No good, missed off the front rim. That's a shot right there that's tough. Kirk Kriisa just dribbles up the court. He doesn't bother making a pass, and that's a tough possession right there for Arizona. Illinois has it. They have the momentum. Last 4-point score by Coburn. They go back to him, feeding the big fella, and Coburn gets fouled. And that's Arizona's 7th personal as a team. Illinois in the bonus. Wow, Notre Dame leads over Kentucky 55-54. Crazy. The craziness of this college basketball season is unbelievable. Kofi Coburn, 1-1 bonus at the free throw line. 10 points now for Coburn, double-double. He's got 10 points and 10 rebounds. And, it's on, okay, so they're going to say 2 shots. It was on the shot. So he will shoot 2, miss the first one. So this will be a 2-shot free throw. Ward, what's good? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I wasn't sure myself because I was really busy. Really busy earlier today. But I'll also be covering Golden State against Philadelphia later tonight. I was able to get a lot of my stuff done before I started tonight. Missed second free throw by Coburn, gets tipped all the way to the backcourt, and Illinois saves it, gets the offensive rebound. 3-point shot, Plummer, fade away, no good. Offensive rebound, ripped away by Coburn, up and underneath, couldn't get it, but he gets fouled again. 2 shots once again coming up at the free throw line by Coburn. What a board right there. Between like 3 defenders. Jose, what's good? Welcome back in, man. Hope all is going well today at his work, looks like. Koloko picked up the blocking foul. I believe that's his second. He picked up the foul before that, so that's 2 quick fouls by Koloko. He went all game without a single foul until the last 2. 6:22 left to go. It's been a monster game of runs today. We take a look right now at foul trouble. Arizona, 15 personal fouls as a team. Tubelis and Mathurin, the top 2 scorers, both have 3 fouls each. And then off the bench, Pell Larson's got 3. And then for Illinois, 3 personal fouls each by Coleman Hawkins, who has yet to score, and DeMonte Williams, who has yet to score. So Koloko has got just 2 fouls. So he went all game without picking up a foul until the past couple of seconds. .6:22 remaining. Coburn at the free throw line. And first one he misses. He has missed 3 in a row. I mean, it's not bad to follow Kofi Coburn. Struggling to knock down free throws. Second free throw hits it, so he goes 1 for 4. 69-67, 6:20 remaining. Arizona has the ball. They take it up the court. Kriisa defended at the top of the key, moves it into the hands of Mathurin, lost the handle down in the court. He's able to pick it up and put it into the hands of Terry. Terry turns the corner off the pick set by Koloko at the left elbow, gives it over to Koloko, hands it out as they will dribble up to the right wing perimeter. Kriisa slides it off to Terry. Terry moves it over to Kriisa, 4 in the shot clock. Kriisa floats up a runner, hits it, and this game's even at 69. What a shot by Kirk Kriisa. 16 on the board for number 25 at Arizona. It's been a tremendous game. 5:40 left to go in the second. Illinois has possession. Trent Frazier passes top of the key Williams, and he lost it. Ball gets stolen away. Arizona 3-on-2. Pass ahead. Mathurin gets the layup out in the break. Arizona, big reason of their success today has been points off of turnovers. And Illinois has struggled turning over the basketball. Throughout the course of this season, they've got 12 tonight. 5:10 remaining. Deep three by the Fighting Illini. Missed off the mark. Koloko soars up. Grabs the rebound over Coburn. Arizona will slow it down. They're up by 2. 5 minutes remaining. Runner. Good. And 18 on the board for Kirk Kriisa. Knocking down some tough shots. Back-to-back runners. Vegas, what's good? Happy birthday, my man. Glad to have you in the stream. We got a tremendous one coming up here for a finish. Coburn had the ball knocked away from his hands. Arizona picks up the steal. Driving down the lane. Contact and a blocking foul. Tubelis will shoot 2 at the line. Game clock will stop with 4:34. And it will be a blocking foul assessed to Jacob Grandison. Grandison fell down hard right on his backside. Kirk Kriisa. He's let the country know who he is, introducing himself in the second half. He's up to 18 points, the number 2 scorer. Benedict Mathurin with 25, 18 by Kriisa with 7 rebounds, 14 points by Tubelis. And for Illinois, the leading scorer, 24 by Trent Frazier, 22 by Alfonso Plummer. Kofi Coburn's got 11 points, 12 rebounds, 12 off the bench by Grandison. Jose, welcome in. Glad to have you guys back at the stream. What a game tonight. 4:34 left to go. That is foul number 5 for Illinois. Arizona's picked up 8 fouls in the second half as a team. Coleman Hawkins will check into the game now for Grandison, who is out. And it will be 2 free throws to the line by Agilis Tubelis. And he missed the first one. This game could very well come down to free throws. Arizona 8 for 11. Illinois just 7 for 12. Second shot by Tubelis. That one's long. First one was short. Second one was long. Rebound goes to Illinois. 0 for 2 at the free throw line, that trip by Tubelis. Illinois takes it up the court with Frazier. Frazier has made 5 threes, passes out to Hawkins, yet to score. Hawkins, towards his right, moves it over to Frazier. Frazier puts the ball into the hands to DeMonte Williams. Williams slides it off to Hawkins. Thinks about taking a long-range shot, instead makes the wise decision to hand it off to Plummer. Plummer launches from deep and splash, connects. Alfonso Plummer makes his 6th 3 of the night. It's a 1-point game with 4 minutes left to play. Arizona has possession. Tubelis hands it off. Terry turns the corner, drives down the lane inside, gets space, and banks it up and off the backboard as he was driving straight down the lane on Plummer. Plummer lost his defense right on in front, just slipped underneath the hoop. Hawkins hands it off around the perimeter to Plummer. Made a three this time. He almost turned over the ball. Barrel roll on the court by Plummer, and Arizona tries to force a tie-up. And I believe they will here. As the clock will stop, we'll see who's got the possession coming up. But we have 3:29 remaining. What a game. 75-72 Arizona, 3:29 left to go. Alfonso Plummer raining down his 6th three of the game. He's 6 for 14 from the outside, 25 points. Kirk Kreese is just taking over in the second half. He's got 18. What a game tonight. Arizona's +4 on the glass. Illinois struggling with turnovers. Both teams have turned it over quite a bit. 14 by Illinois, 13 by Arizona. The big difference has been Arizona responding with points off of turnovers in this matchup, whereas Illinois slowed down the ball more, worked it inside of Coburn, back outside around the perimeter, and have stayed in this game making 15 three-point shots. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, tonight. I cover basketball action, play-by-play of college hoops, and also NBA games in the stream. This game is on Fox if anybody is looking to watch the game. I can't show the actual game. It's due to copyright. But if you're looking to watch it, it's on Fox. So once we get back to action, we'll have 3:29 left to play. Notre Dame leading Kentucky with under 3 minutes left to go, 61-58. Georgia Tech leading LSU 34-29. So it's been a rough day of the SEC teams. And then Oklahoma went on a huge run to demolish Arkansas this afternoon. Michigan by 1 over Minnesota, 26-25, with under 4 minutes left to go in the first half. And I'll be live tonight as well, covering Golden State versus Philadelphia, so feel free to be a part on the stream if you guys would like later tonight. Arizona with 2 timeouts remaining. Illinois with 1 timeout left in their pocket. 75-72. Arizona leads by 3. 3:29 left to go in the second half as we're about to get ready to go back to action. Yeah, they should be at least receiving votes, Vegas. It's the loss against Virginia that really hurts, because Virginia hasn't done enough to help them out. Illinois will get the basketball. That ball almost got stolen away at the top. They dribble up. Floats one up in the key. Gets the friendly roll. It goes down by Jacob Grandison. 1-point game with 3:20 left to play. Arizona has possession. They lob it out. Top of the key. Coloco looking to hand it off around the perimeter. Towards his left. He will pass it back outside into the hands to Kreese. Kreese has been huge in the second half. Step back 3 in the air. Off the back rim, no good. Battle for the rebound. And Arizona had it for a moment, but it gets ripped away by Illinois on a second chance by Alfonso Plummer, who comes up with it, fighting away for the rebound. Under 3 minutes left to go. I took Illinois. My prediction was 83-79. Fighting Illini have the ball. 2:40 left to play. Top of the key is Grandison. Grandison lobs it inside to Coburn. Coburn backs his way inside the post. Lost the handle. Off the front rim. Gets it back. Whistle blows. And both of these players have to get separated. Coloco is down hard. And that will be a foul picked up on Arizona. They assess it. Lucky for Coburn. I thought he should have got called for the offensive. Yeah, right there. That should have been offensive. Just lowers his shoulder right into Coloco, and they call a blocking foul off the putback attempt. And then things got chippy between Dalen Terry and Kofi Coburn. Terry knocked the ball out of his hands. So Terry got called for the blocking foul. 2 shots at the line by Coburn. First one good. 75 even. Jose, welcome back in, man. James in the stream. Glad to have you guys be a part of the channel. Coburn shooting his second one. That's a massive call in this game. Right there. It's going to come down to the final possession, looks like. Second free throw, good by Coburn. So he was heading to that trip. That was his third trip at the free throw line. He was just 1 for 4 before making those 2 free throws. Passing down low, and it's good up and in off the glass for Arizona. Tubelis puts the Wildcats out in front. 2:15 remaining. Illinois has possession. Frazier at the top, puts the ball into the hands to Grandison at the right wing. Dumps it off down low, Coburn. Coburn working on Coloco. Backs his way into the post. He got stripped of the ball, and Arizona forces the turnover. Here they go with numbers. 3-on-1 in the fast break. Bounce pass ahead. Right past the defense. Easy layup by Mathurin. And the Wildcats go up by 3. Minute 50 remaining. Turnover's been a major issue by Illinois. They'll try it again. 14 turnovers as a team. Illinois has it the left wing perimeter. DeMonte Williams pushes the ball free throw circle. Jab step. Coburn takes the tough jumper. Misses it. No time to take an 18-foot jump shot by Kofi Coburn. And he does it with 1:40 left to play. It's a miss and it results in a defensive rebound by Arizona. Arizona chance to go up by 2 possessions. And a reach-in committed by the Fighting Illini. Clock will stop with 1:16. What's good, Behind the Arc fan? Welcome back to the stream, man. This has been an incredible game. Back and forth. Illinois got out to a 13-point lead. Arizona went on a big run, took the lead right back. Illinois took the lead. Arizona took the lead. And here we are once again, back and forth. Arizona. Jumper. Deep to Tubelis. Too strong off the mark. Pinwheels around. Battle for the rebound. Picked up in a heads-up play at midcourt by Kerr Kriisa as he pins it right off of Trent Frazier. And it will stay Arizona ball. Smart basketball right there. The star of the second half, Kerr Kriisa. Knows that the ball is loose in the far side of the court towards midcourt. Picks it up, jumps in the air so he won't step out of bounds down the far side. And he pins it right off of Trent Frazier and it goes off his hands out of bounds. That is quick thinking right there. Playing some quick dodgeball from 1 foot away, pinning it off of Frazier. The officials are looking at it. Might have. They're gonna see if it did touch the backside of Kriisa or not. As they're looking at the review board right here. What a game though tonight between these two teams. 1:08 left to play. Goody Ross in the stream. Welcome on, guys. This has been massive. Arizona looking to go into the top 10, trying to stay undefeated, going 9-0. Illinois looking to get back into the top 25 if they do win this one. This is a monster call. NCAA tournament type of feel here. It did not hit the backside of Kriisa. That should be out of bounds by Illinois. It should stay Arizona basketball. We see Kriisa pin it off of Frazier. I don't think it didn't look like it touched the backside of Kriisa. It went off of Frazier where it ricochets That's a tough angle from there. You can't see from that angle on the far side, but we have 1:08 left to go. Big call coming up by the referees. $108 remaining. If you guys are new in the stream, hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell if you guys would like to be notified. And it will be Arizona basketball. They pointed in their direction. 6 fouls by Illinois, 9 by Arizona in the second half. $108 left to play. Arizona will get the inbound. They put the ball into the hands of Krisa. At the edge of the Illinois logo. 15 on the shot clock. 104 left to go. Krisa at the top of the key. Picks up by Mathurin. Dribble drive down the lane inside. Dump pass into the wrong hands. Intercepted by Illinois with 1 minute left to play. Here goes the Fighting Illini. Double team. Trying to force the tie. Gets the ball out of his hands as Frazier. Into the hands of DeMonte Williams. Smart thinking. 45 seconds left to go. It's Frazier. Back with the ball. Frazier's made 5 threes. Plummer's made 6. Picks up by Coburn. Frazier back out to the top. 3-ball launch. Grandison off the rim. No good. Tip to the corner. Out of bounds. Touched by Arizona. And it will stay Illinois basketball with 34 seconds left to play. Illinois will get the inbound. DeMonte Williams will be the inbound passer. They got 2 options, Trent Frazier or Alfonso Plummer. Both have made 5 threes and 6 threes tonight. They put the ball at the top with Grandison. Grandison's also made multiple threes with 4. He just missed the last one, though. 25 seconds left to go, Illinois. Chance to tie it up with a 3 before. It will be a turnover. Shot clock went down to 0, and Illinois had no idea about it. Illinois just turned over the basketball. The shot clock was running and went down to 0. No clue that the shot clock was going off. One second. They called it with 13. They had 13 in the shot clock, and the referees called it. The shot clock never reset on one side. As Arizona gets the ball back, and Frazier picks up a foul. 23.4 seconds remaining. That is so bizarre. And Arizona will head to the free throw line here. 1-1 bonus by Kirk Krisa, who's shooting 56% on the season at the free throw line. Wow. Notre Dame knocks off Kentucky. Unbelievable. That is unbelievable. So many upsets this season. It's going to be 1-1 bonus. First one is good. As it goes down. Second shot off the front rim. Illinois will have to get a quick 3 here. 20 seconds remaining. Frazier dribbles at the left wing perimeter. Picks up by Coburn. Pump fake. Moves it out to the left wing. Deep range 3. No good off the mark by Grandison. Offensive rebound. Frazier from the corner off the mark. No good. Arizona defensive rebound. And a foul picked up by Plummer. And Arizona with 6.7 seconds remaining will head to the free throw line and shoot 2. What a game. They have been knocking down threes all night long. When it matters, though, it's tough. They had 2 looks, one from deep by Grandison and one from the left corner by Frazier, not able to get them down. What a job Tommy Lloyd has done. Phenomenal. 6.7 seconds left to play. Benedict Mathurin shooting in the bonus, 1-1 at the free throw line. First shot hits it. Arizona, Baylor, USC, Iowa State, Colorado State remaining undefeated as well, knocking off Mississippi State today. Second free throw, good by Mathurin, and there's a 6-point Arizona lead with 6 seconds left to go. What a game. Illinois has crushed their opportunities with these turnovers. 16 turnovers tonight for Illinois. Their perimeter showed up in a huge way, but that's tough to sustain, knocking down 15 threes. .7 seconds left remaining. Big statement victory for Arizona. Benedict Mathurin, 29 points. If you haven't heard of him, make sure to put him at the top of the first round draft boards. Illinois gets the inbound. Final 5 seconds. Frazier, quick three, hits it. 82-79, 2 seconds remaining. Timeout by Arizona. Arizona going to have to be careful coming up on the inbounds. The only chance that Illinois has is forcing a turnover here. It's the only opportunity, and hoping for a miss. Crazy. 2 seconds remaining. 8 falls picked up by Illinois. So when they do fall, Arizona will be in the 1-1 bonus. Or it's a timeout by Illinois. So Arizona keeps their timeout. Illinois, after the made three, so Illinois, after the made three, took their timeout. Arizona has kept their timeout. So Arizona's got 1 timeout left. It was on Illinois after they made the three. What's good, Terp Lord, Noberto, Scott on the stream. Welcome in, everybody, for being a part of the channel. Make sure to hit that thumbs up, spike that like, hit that subscribe before you sign off tonight. I'll be back later tonight covering Golden State versus Philadelphia NBA action. You guys are welcome to join in if you'd like as well. I cover a mix between college basketball and also NBA. Yeah, I almost picked the wrong teams though. It's usually been the home team winning these games. This is impressive. This is really impressive by Arizona. They only had 1 road game, and that was at Oregon State. Tommy Lloyd comes in, and he has done one phenomenal job as a head coach. And they are 2 seconds away from being 9-0. Arizona will get the inbound. They pass to the corner, and 1.7 remaining. They'll head to the bonus shooting in the 1-1. DeMonte Williams picks up the personal foul. One shot coming up at the free throw line by Arizona. This is Benedict Mathurin, who just made the last 2 free throws. The top scorer with 29. Over 78% on the season. Perfect 4 for 4 tonight at the free throw line for Mathurin. 1 free throw here would win it. And he nails it. 30 burger on the board tonight for Mathurin. Second shot, no good around the rim. Illinois with a 3-point shot. 3-4, it's court. Goes off the side of the backboard, no good. And this game has gone final. 83-79, Arizona. 9-0, picking up the W. And they are inside the top 10 for sure. Huge victory on the road against the Big Ten program. They are 2-0 against Big Ten teams in the non-conference slate. What a game for Arizona. Tommy Lloyd, phenomenal job he has done as a head coach. Benedict Mathurin, lights out. 30 points in this game for Benedict Mathurin, and what a performance by Arizona. 19 by Kirk Kriisa. He's the reason why they won, because of him going off in the second half. 16 points by Tubelis with 8 rebounds. And it's those three who showed up in a big way today. And Kofi Coburn only scored 13. Joe, thanks so much for the dono. Really appreciate it, man. Glad to have you guys in the channel. Let's get that dono hype in the chat here for Joe. Illinois made 16 threes as a team. 27 points by Trent Frazier. Alfonso Plummer at 25. Both had 6 of those threes each. They accounted for 12 out of the 16 threes. This game had the feel of a NCAA tournament type of game today. It was just the turnovers. 16 turnovers. They had 2 more turnovers than Arizona that cost them, and Arizona had quite a bit of points off of turnovers in this matchup today. Man, what a performance by the Wildcats. 9-0, staying undefeated, and they'll be inside the top 10. That's one thing for sure. With Kentucky just lost. Arizona's in the top 10. Alabama takes on Houston as well later today, so who knows how that goes. Texas lost earlier this week to Seton Hall. So yeah, for sure they're in the top 10. So we're gonna wrap up. I'll be back later tonight covering the Sixers against Golden State around an hour from now, so feel free to stop on by if you guys would like. And we'll see if Steph Curry can pull off the 3-point record if he makes 10 threes. Before I sign off, we're going to close out to the channel members. If anybody would like to become a channel member, it's as low as $1.99 per month. Gets you shout-outs at the end of each and every single one of my live streams that I do cover. As we have Jason, Aaron, Manonhades, Cindy, Rajib, Olded, Deuce, Russell, D-Block, CW2K, BP, Greg, James, Magic, Oreo Pudding, Reezer, Bino, Mark, Kelly, Mike, Rashad, John, Jessica Barco, Stephanie, Ahino, Josa, Elkie and GFR 90, Marish, Christian, Keat, Woody, Warren, Rodolfo, Kit Lorenz, Pamela, Oscar, Isaiah, I Am Ghost, member from Taiwan, Rise of Steel, Don, Mr. Mundre, Auden, Abdi Rahman, Patrick, and Juan Ishmael. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining in. Happy Saturday and a big victory by Arizona. Final score 83-79 over Illinois. Feel free to come on by for Golden State versus Philadelphia in about an hour, and enjoy the rest of your night, everybody.